MPP for do ne Ghana for do any Asante for do no near him say Akuffo Addo a drug addict na Akuffo Addo need record papa wa ware a man Akuffo Addo need certificate no munim said they cannot sell Akuffo Addo alone. They needed somebody who can lie, somebody no what background be na yentiasie. So they brought Bawumia and military Akuffo Addo home because they knew say Akuffo Addo did not have what it takes for a Ghanaian to trust him and vote for him. Ghana for no. His own friends he was with, they told Ghanaians that this guy is crazy, this guy is into drugs, this guy is mentally not stable to lead. So MPP4 deep down from Kufuor to the last person, they knew Akuffo Addo wasn't fit to lead. So they were thinking what Akuffo Addo did was the Gabi Asorchidako, the Achim Sakawa clique, the criminals, they look within and they saw a greedy northerner like Bawumia and say, come. We the accounts, we want to make you human. Because yakura catch them for say moba asantimemua, moba ejaremo. But today we want to give you a front role. It makes you better than your colleagues. It makes you better than your brothers. So you come and take the front row with Akuffo Addo and denigrate your brother. And then Omkofa Bawumia Free Bank of Ghana and Bawumia started sabotaging John Mahama. So Bawumia started Free the North and he started telling his northern brothers, Sada, Mahama is lying. And so now Northerners knew the Sada Yamomo. He deliberately went up there with his wife, with Otiko Jagba, and then Anthony Cabo, they started from the north and they started penetrating village to village. And their own brother who was trying to create employment for Northerners, they started destroying Mahama.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Yo, a tea for your mamo, Aquaba, Ediba, PENDREAM TV, Subium Pacho. Like video, no my first time I subscribe to channel of our sa about Adomani to say the video be out to her. Obey first person. I bet when I news I want to say, see you at Malau Silence Media. I Kevin a Kobedu Taylor, and I didn't send me a to Jaffa doctor, Mahmoud Bawumia. I say Bawumia and Pebia, or more you soon as a two. Editia John Dramani Mahama because of free north Nintino Amu say you super Eddie can't send John Dramani Mahama no for Bediatum because or Enya and this say apotrophin Rasi Becatcher say a dentiment were in dinner chinji. Tomusha that you super Omia or not now Etia John Dramani Mahama and Ononzo Sabio according to Kevin Taylor no now you more Hantino or no Peneso I'm a Akuffo Addo mu yusu na Edia John Dramani Mahama but or see for the own power no realities no asho nani ma who say sound to me near juma I say up to now Bawumia enka bibia amfa anya mo kafa John Dramani Mahama ho amuye west no so bet now so be president I say Bawumia the unqualified class of be president then a presidential candidate crown podium MPP no na Kevin a trouble no papa nsem ni bi wo ho a se waso ense ka kire nti yenko te sema Kevin e Kobedu Taylor e ka kire Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia.
You see this? Muhammadu Bawumia, Abba, catch the Ghana for say, I want to run for president. Muhammadu Bawumia, this is Bawumia who is and was the head of the economic management team. In 2016, Ghana for to Obama MPP adintra no mo say Bawumia de odimnyansa dodo. Bawumia when it comes to economy Ghana sikasem ne nyansa ekuta no Ghana ni bie ni wo sa nyansa ni bi. Enti ye hweso ato Obama MPP. Na MPP for dodo no ne Ghana for dodo no any Asante for dodo no ne anim say Akuffo Addo a drug addict. Na Akuffo Addo ni record papa. Wa ware a man Akuffo Addo ni certificate. No munim said they cannot sell Akuffo Addo alone. They needed somebody who can lie, somebody no what background be na yentiasie. So they brought Bawumia and military Akuffo Addo home because they knew say Akuffo Addo did not have what it takes for a Ghanaian to trust him and vote for him. Ghana for no. His own friends he was with, they told Ghanaians that this guy is crazy, this guy is into drugs, this guy is mentally not stable to lead. So MPP4 deep down from Kufuor to the last person, they knew Akuffo Addo wasn't fit to lead. Now the leadership of the NPP, they tried everything possible to clean the party by not allowing such people to take higher office in the party. So they tried everything possible to make sure, say, the criteria is rigid. criteria obian to me and break it through and cast a flag bearer. And through the leadership of Afokobono, they did not choose sides, but they put a criteria there. You will need to be disciplined to be able to meet the criteria before you can genuinely win an election to lead the NPP. Akuffo Addo who said criteria are too tough. The questions they were asking, Obeji MPP for Sikako D, Eko Yi from accounts. What Akuffo Addo did was he used some people in the NPP to sabotage the leadership to have his way. And in Tinasha, they went after Afoko. They went after the Northern Regional Chairman Mahama. They did everything possible to break that rigid firewall now, a best scrutinized system now, and son anybody can penetrate. Oman Abekachi said Bawumia crowd did not qualify to be running mate to Akuffo Addo. Kobne Japan Abekachi because time na Akuffo Addo beso Bawumia na Bawumia does not have the card. Has not been with the NPP 5 years to qualify to be a running mate. But NPP, under leadership of Akuffo Addo, they broke that rigid rule. And how they did it was there was a coup. And the leadership review, and Akuffo Addo set up his own leadership. And then he penetrated. That is how he was able to get the nod for the third time. Now, people in Ghana, from the last elder to the last messenger in Ghana in the NPP knew Akuffo Addo did not qualify. He did not have what it takes to attract floating voters to vote for the NPP. So they were thinking, what Akuffo Addo did was, the Gabiaso Chudako, the Achim Sakawa clique, the criminals, they look within and they saw a greedy northerner like Bawumia and say, come, we the Akans, we want to make you human. Because but today we want to give you a front role. It makes you better than your colleagues. It makes you better than your brothers. So you come and take the front role with Akuffo Addo and denigrate your brother. And then Omkofa Bawumia Free Bank of Ghana, and Bawumia started sabotaging John Mahama. So Bawumia started free the north, and he started telling his northern brothers, Sada, Mahama is lying. And so now Northerners knew the Sada Yamomo. He deliberately went up there with his wife, with Otiko Jagba, Ghana and Pukuna and Okakwasamno. And then Anthony Cabo, they started from the north and they started penetrating village to village. And their own brother who was trying to create employment for Northerners, they started destroying Mahama. They started using the tribal lines. They started saying things, and then they started weakening the strength the NDC had in the north. They polluted their brothers and sisters, their minds, because Bawumia was greedy. The Akan people had told him, you have always been neglected. You have been rejected. Today we are giving you the front seat. Do everything possible to destroy your brother to get that role. So they started from the top, and they started lying, and they started lying, and they started lying. And then at the end of the day, they hailed the lies. Oh, Mahama, he has brought Sada and confirmed it too. And then he told his brothers and sisters, and they pushed propaganda, and they started destroying Mahama. The Northerners knew that there was nothing like that. But Bawumia, at the end of the day, with the influence of the media helping the NPP and the Akuffo Addo's agenda, they started destroying Mahama. So the agenda is, say he's incompetent. He is my brother. I am from the same region. Believe me, he's a liar. He's Nakra. The same time, John Mahama was building a regional hospital in the north. When you go to Upper West, there was a regional hospital. When you go to Upper East, John Mahama was extending electricity. He was bringing life. He was building hospital. He was giving them airports. But Bawumia was there. No matter what John Mahama was trying to do for the north, Bawumia, Anthony Cabo, Otiko Jagba, the accounts were sitting down here and they were blowing the place up. Then he added the tribal politics. Can't the Gonja see? Can't the Wawala see? Can't the Boku people see? Can't you see John Mahama hates you? And then he started using the tribal language. Then he started breaking tribes. So his own people started hating John Mahama for no reason. John Mahama is Gonja. Every single day the NPP is in power, there's always fighting Boko. Have you asked yourself? Because that is their strength. When they break the unity and the front, that is how they are able to penetrate. It started from Kufuor's time. It was during Kufuor's time, Yukuyana. That is what they do. They destabilize the North. They use their tribe to spoil the North so that they can penetrate. Every single time the North they are together, MPP does not win elections in the Northern region. So they used Bawumia and then they started with the tribal lines. So if you have realized, ask yourself, over 600 people have died in the North in this conflict. You don't know. You have no idea. Over 600 people. Do you think the MPP cares? No. The more the North is divided, the more they are able to penetrate and make their reigns. So they capitalize on the division in the North to make their numbers in the North. And that is how they started in 2012. And they started doing it. That is why today, as we sit in Ghana, go to Bako, there's conflict. The president doesn't care. Bawumia is a Northerner. Does he care? No. Has he spoken out? No. Because that is his trump card. That is the MPP almost strength. Destroy the North and gain power. Because when the people are desperate, when the people are divided, you will get some fashion that will go for you. When the people are united, they will ask questions. They will ask about their life. They will ask about your development you brought us. They will speak with one voice. But when they are divided, then their priorities become different. That is how the MPP penetrates in the North. That is why today, as we speak, over 600 people have died in the North. All that they can tell you is curfew, because it goes in their favor. That's the dynamics in Ghana politics. So they picked Bawumia and they used Bawumia to destroy their own brother. And then they brought Bawumia as the vice president and told Ghanaians, this guy knows economics. He knows math. John Mahama, that is why in 2012 to 16, you saw that the person who led the attack against John Mahama was this guy. Because I will only believe your brother than to believe an outsider. So the account people use Bawumia and say, you go out there and lie on your brother and let them believe that you are from the same place as him and whatever you say is the truth. So 2012, 13, 14, upon all the things John Mahama was doing in the North and in Ghana, Bawumia was stepping in his shadow and destroying John Mahama. So you hear Bawumia, Mahama is a fool. He's incompetent. He took Ghana to IMF. Mahama cannot do this. Mahama does not know economics. We are here today. So read the accounts to be a debia cano. Ya den tafoji to me, we are near poor more. And this is the exactly scenario Montiasi and Machichi Machiremono. Today, this guy says he wants to be president. 2014-15, these were the words that he was speaking. These were the things he was doing every single day against Onwan brother John Dramani Mahama. These are some of the things Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said in 2015. The current government, led by someone who proudly described himself as a northern president, has thrown these principles away. He was doing tribal politics, and this is 2016. This was early 2016. He wanted power. Yenya California Dinichi. And he said, finish no. He was happy because today he's sitting at the table with accounts. So he was doing tribal politics. Brofo no otro say we no so ye ceremony or ye president no. Wanjina eye engineer so bia we gu in ceremony ni mase. This is how low Mahamudu Bawumia today. And the person the president, that's how he lowered politics. 2016, he lowered politics to tribe. This fool, because people are dying today, he's refused to speak on it. That is why I hate Bawumia. He's deliberately destroying his own people in the North. This is Bawumia. In 2016, we want someone to come to office to solve our problems. Not somebody who sits in the office and say, I am Northern president. He was doing tribal politics. Today, this idiot is working in Ghana and saying, I want to bring Ghana together. Are you insane? Are you insane? Are you crazy? You want people like us to hand Ghana over to you, a tribal bigot like you? You think you are stupid? You made this accounts use you like a dog. Today you want to come and lead. They bait you. They made you look like a cheap dog. They gave you little pieces, crumbs. Today you have come. You are the same person telling us. We want somebody to come to office to solve our problems. Not somebody who sits in office and says, I am a Northern president. This same guy today, one second.
You can help sustain Loud Silence TV by donating on PayPal at KTWADR. On Cash App, it's KTWADR1. You can also donate on MTN.
Let's get serious here. Today, Bawumia says he wants to be president. See the tribal politics we Akans use this guy to do. Today, Mamprisi people are dying. This guy doesn't want to speak on it because that is his trump card. The more Northerners die, the more MPP becomes relevant in the North. The more Northerners die, the more MPP becomes relevant in the North. J. Akuffo's time was when they murdered Yana. The MPP they were happy because that is how they were able to break through. Today, when I see Northerners, foolish Northerners, making it look like they are MPP, I pity you people like pigs. Your Asante Hene was murdered during Kufuor's time. You, who can go to the Ashanti region and murder Asante Hene under the leadership of the NPP. But under the leadership of MPP, your Asante Hene in the North was murdered and you are foolishly following these same people. You want to do tribal politics? We know more tribal politics than anybody in Ghana. But for some reason, we young men like us, we try to, at the end of the day, reason with the people. If you want to do tribal politics, we can turn the country upside down, but we don't want to do it. But people like Bawumia, this is Bawumia in 2016 with President Mahama. We have a northern president who is cancelling teacher and nursing training allowance. He specifically targeted his tribe. He targeted where he's from. Bawumia is a northerner. Under the leadership of a northerner, a Mamprisi northerner. Mamprisis are being killed today, and he is foolishly sitting in the Jubilee House, nodding and licking the butt of we Akans. Foolish man. Under the leadership of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, a Mamprisi man, in 2023, Mamprisi people are being killed. They are being slaughtered. They are being maimed by the sitting president's party. You are sitting in the Jubilee House, licking the butt of foolish Akans. You want me to give you power? This man is filthy when it comes to politics. Did you hear Mahama use these kind of things against Bawumia? No, because Mahama understands the dynamics of politics. With me, I keep telling people, "Wa no asem and I'm the judge who show no so." And Bawumia is filthy when it comes to politics. He acts like he's dumb. He knows what he's doing. And I'll tell Ghanaians, personally, Bawumia, I don't hate him, but I don't trust him. I don't believe him. He destroys his own. Bawumia cannot help Ghana. So if Bawumia comes out today and tells Ghanaians, I want to run for president, it's an insult to us. At time for people to sit on radio and say Bawumia should lead. The question here is, today as we speak in Ghana, we have a problem on our hand. Tell us how you will solve it. And that is one question I'm asking Bawumia. Today as we sit, tell us how we will solve today's problem before we talk about tomorrow. How are we going to solve today's problem? IMF, we cannot even make a deal. Employment, we are not even able to employ people. We are sitting in a country where our foreign reserves finished. We want to know how you will solve this today because you are in power. You can't offensively come and tell us, say, yes, give me power in 2025. Abra, you are still in office. Tell us. Bawumia and his team should tell us today what they are doing today to solve today's problem. Because if we don't solve today's problem, we cannot move to tomorrow's problems. Solve today's problem and let's see. When we get to tomorrow, we will make a decision. Because if you're able to solve today's problem, that is what we will look at to decide tomorrow. You have not solved today's problem. Today's problem is swallowing us. Today's economic problem is killing us. You will sit there and say you are the economic waste kid. You are foolishly looking at the problem and you have skipped the problem to tell us to give you power. Are you insane? Who would do that in their name, in their right senses? So the question to you, Bawumia, for officially telling us you want to run for president, solve today's problem. Solve it. After you are done solving today's problem, we can talk about tomorrow. You can't solve today's problem. You want me and my people in Ghana and rational thinking Ghanaians to give you power. You are foolishly sitting in front of a problem you cannot solve. This is just the beginning. You pose the questions and we force you people to speak. It's a late afternoon show. After this short break, I'll take calls for like 5 minutes and end today's show. You're still watching, with all due respect, extended version. Afternoon show.
For Kevin Ekobedu Taylor and I cotton in Kano. Just wa fire ankasa jana no ding. Na my who are doing today, some Kevin Eka, you know, only the year dream. Bawumia was used as a tool to fight John Dramani Mahama. I no cre. Na say no cre. I don't know up to now. The Bawumia ba ya who send ya mo kasatia John Dramani Mahama no cre be anymore. Or who sa mamona na ni boy dino. Up to now, all my pa Ghana for a number cash and fast answer some no. My own who are doing today, comment section. Also, Bawumia is a factor, so be a flag bearer, the MPP, and Bawumia and Casano, or bet me a book chrono. My own who are doing chair some Kevin Ekobedu Taylor, Eddie Abaya. Patro, no first time I like if you do in my and subscribe for on side about Adomani to say the beer. The video be to a first person, I'll share that must CP for the support. Name and share money na aha PENDREAM TV.
My never say PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, or see them, you po.